Why is truth so important? Why do some of us go through this life on a quest for truth? What is it about truth? We could exchange that word for authenticity, for honesty, for what is real, what is not fake. What else? So many of us are awakening to the reality that our world is fake, not authentic, it's not real, it's full of lies. This reality we live in. And many of us are escaping or exiting. We're making a grand exodus out of that false reality. We see all this AI arising, and it's just perpetuating that what is in the world is a false imagination of the ego. It's like this big glaring screen confirming to us that this world is not what it's all about. It's a false illusion. And that's going to increase. But at the same time, the cry within us for truth is growing stronger. And we long for truth. We long for truth. Truth in the inward parts. And the ego has an imagination of itself, an illusion of who I am in this world. And my true self, the image of who I am in Christ, my true identity, my true essence, whatever we want to call it, stands by as a witness. Coming into conscious acknowledgement of that is the raising of consciousness. It's becoming aware, aware of the illusionary self, the mask, the one that everybody knows out here, and then the true essence of who we are in the inward parts. You know, I was listening to something this morning, last night, and it just, um, I actually was having a bodily response to it because I could tell that the guy was just like a used car salesman, and everything in my body was getting irritated and uncomfortable, and everything in his voice and his face and his gestures and his words, just as much as he tried to make it sound alluring, I could tell that, my body was rejecting the message. And I just couldn't feel authenticity through this man. And of course, I stopped listening to it, but my whole body reacted to that. And so our emotions and our bodies are vehicles by which we can take a passageway into a greater knowing, something that our spirit deep, deep down inside knows, the true essence of who we are. And that's why we become diseased when we are living in lies, even self-deceptions we're not aware of. and we all do. And many are taking a soul path into true authenticity. And as AI grows stronger and more prominent in this world, the inward journey will seek after authenticity more and more. And authenticity really is becoming the currency of the kingdom of light, the kingdom of heaven, authenticity. It's not just honesty, it's not just telling the truth, it's not just being real, as we used to say. It's it's being naked. It's going back to the garden before there was shame, before there was blame, and just being naked about who we really are. And the true essence of our image through the divinity, witnessing that whole solution, the whole stage we're on here, and all the different traumas and all the different things that we have encountered and reacted to in our lives. Witnessing that through our true essence is being consciously awake and not only witnessing it with our inner man, but being vulnerable about it. And so, in my opinion, there's there's a cry coming forth from humanity for that type of authenticity. And I've just begun to taste this. And it is something that my true essence wants to keep tasting, to keep experiencing. Because deep down in all of us, we know that truth sets us free. Truth liberates us. Truth causes us to ascend, to live in a higher realm. Even when we have to face a truth that is dark, that is still truth. And so when we face that truth that is dark, we're living in truth and we ascend out of the darkness. Religion taught me to declare truths. And we see people do this to make declarations and to profess things that are of the higher mind so that they may manifest as truth. But I still lean into going towards the authentic path, even if it must reveal darkness. Because that kind of truth makes everything in my body feel right. It calms the seas of my emotions. And I can become still as I witness, as my true essence and the true image of who I am witnesses the truth. And somehow that becomes part of my journey out of the illusionary self into my true essence and my true identity. I think we will get to a place in this world that we'll realize that we don't even know what is real anymore. And so we will have to go in, we will have to become authentic. And this currency, it's a realm, it's a vibration, it's a frequency. It's a vibration we hold, it's a frequency in which we can exist through the honest, authentic path, soul path, into darkness. acceptance, acknowledgement, and surrender. Authenticity. It's becoming a currency of this day that is very, very valued, very, very valued. And we can see lots of people speaking now all over the internet. And we could be talking to somebody and they just they're on their phone the entire time. Totally distracted, not paying attention. And you don't feel that authentic connection, you can watch people speak and you can tell they're completely nervous, they're completely distracted, nervous, fidgety. They might be checking their phone, they might be turning their head, they might be, nervous, distracted, nervous, wandering off somewhere. Authenticity cleanses us of toxicity. Authenticity cleanses us of toxicity. There's a lot of toxicity in the ego and its world. And the true essence of our identity yearns for the cleansing of that toxicity, that nervousness, that distraction, that next hit of dopamine. And when we sit in the presence of somebody who lacks all of that irritation, that nervousness, that distraction, when we sit in the presence of someone who can be truly present, not only with others, but first with themselves, to be at peace with that journey, to acknowledge, I don't arrive. Of course, I don't arrive, but I can sit in this present moment knowing that I am pursuing authenticity through grace, through honesty, through authenticity, through being present with myself, through not running, through not allowing my nervous system to twitch and, um, keep checking my phone and keep texting, keep doing this, keep doing that. We see it, we see it all over the place. It's becoming more and more rare. I have seen pastors who cannot get off their phone, 50 texts an hour. And I've seen healers who cannot get off their phone, just nervously checking. I've seen people, all of us, we have gotten to this place because of technology, because of AI, because of the ability to control our environment. It has filled the nervous system with toxicity. The ability to know other people's locations, their internet histories, just all of the stuff that we think we're controlling. We don't have any control, even over ourselves, even over ourselves. The only control we have is surrender. That is a mystery of the kingdom of heaven. The only control we have is surrender. Because if we deny the path of authenticity into our own darkness, we do not live in truth. because we all have darkness and we all have shadow. And so acknowledging the path is better. That's why we can respect an honest person more than we can respect a boastful person. And I've known some spiritual people that are highly toxic. I have been highly toxic, and I'm working on it. I'm acknowledging my toxicities. I'm trying. I'm working on it, and we're all toxic in some way or ways. And so, we see this rise of naturopathic healing and all the lies coming out through, the medical field and different things and chemicals in our food and the air. And we could go on and on. And so there's this quest for detoxing our bodies. But how detoxed can we be if we're checking our phone for a text every 5 seconds? How cleared can our nervous system really be if we're texting our family members constantly, trying to control, trying to demand, trying to manipulate, trying to, you know, steer everybody the way we want them to go? To be able to sit in the duality of I have a true essence inside of me. It is divinity. It is God. It was placed inside of me. It's always been with me. It is pure. It is holy. It is truth. It is the witness in this world. It knows the truth. It's my conscience. It's God itself. It is beauty in its utmost glory. It cannot lie. And then it witnesses this other character in the world here that is completely neurotic, psychotic, fake, and there's no shame, but to witness that character and to say, I have this, I have learned how to be this person through my ego, and I want to undress. I want to undo. I want to surrender. I want to give over. I want to acknowledge. I want to allow the great I am in me to radiate the truth over that character. The self-sabotager, the one who believes its own lies, the one who is a neurotic mess in this world, the one who tries to control everything, manipulate everything, the one who is afraid, who is afraid. The one who is afraid. This is why I find it is better to say I have fear. And some people would say that's not a good thing to profess. But to me, that truth is a higher vibration. It feels right in my body to acknowledge it, to get it out there, to expel it, and then to allow the witness of my true essence through the divine in me to realize that this is who I am in my humanity. I have fear. And somehow, by doing that, some of that fear is dispelled because I am walking in authenticity. I am living in the truth, and that truth sets me free. I never was I never agreed with hyperfaith. And I believe manifestation comes through surrender, not through taking it in my own power, but by surrendering the character of the ego unto the divine. The divinity and my humanity meeting together in truth, in authenticity. And somehow the divinity in me envelops that character. It's full of darkness. Terrorized. Built I can feel heaven, victory, quiet in the stillness of that acknowledgement and that surrender. My body feels a letting go in the nervous system. I relax. In the great I am. It takes control in me. And I realize I don't have to control anymore in that moment. And I practice that. I practice that presence. I practice that truth. I practice that process. And I can walk with integrity through authenticity. I can walk with integrity, knowing that I've been true in the unseen realms. And I have not lied to spirit in this moment. And the peace that fills my body and my mind is evidence of that truth. And something supernatural happens. Something beautiful radiates from me. Something powerful. Something unique that is unique just to me. Just for me. And it feels special. It feels blissful. It feels blessed. And I take that with me in physical places and in spiritual places. And this is my daily path into truth, drawn by love. What will we choose? AI or authenticity? This realm of the mind, of the character, which our true essence witnesses all day long, is artificial intelligence in this world. But we can have authenticity. We can walk this path of authenticity. We can take this journey. And it's a beautiful one. Bless you.